What is up, y'all? I can't believe that I literally just filmed a video talking about James Charles, and as soon as I closed that video out, I go onto YouTube and I was watching the viewer's voice video and I saw some tea about James Charles. So we're gonna be talking about that. If you guys didn't see my previous video, I actually just talked about the Bare Canvas palette because Shein actually has a knockoff version of it, which I think is hilarious. If you guys want me to do a versus battle, make sure you guys go back to that video, get that video to 1,000 likes, and I'll pick that palette up from Shein or order it. I shouldn't say pick it up. It's not like I'm gonna be flying out to China. Low-key, I wish though, because that is on my bucket list. But I will get that palette and I will do a versus because I low-key think it's kind of hilarious that Shein has a knockoff. Well, within today's video, we're going to be talking about James Charles because he is getting called out by a beauty influencer on TikTok because apparently he did a little bit of a, how do I call it, like a competition type of thing, to where he was going to pick 12 contestants, but then he accidentally picked 13 and then this person kind of popped off. But we have some developing news about this story because I actually watched their video. Well, I watched like portion of it and then I was like, let me go to TikTok to see what's up. And then I saw that somebody had exposed this influencer for some like DMs that they had and I was like, oh, what's going on over here? It seems like a little bit of a messy situation. And James Charles like actually popped off on one of his lives about it. I have to say, low key, you know what, I feel like I'm jumping ahead of myself here. Before I even get into my thoughts and opinions about everything, let me shut up. I'll give you guys all the details within today's video. Make sure you guys give it a big thumbs up. Let me shut up and let's get into it. So let's go ahead and jump into this by actually showing you guys a bit of a TikTok right here so you guys can see where this girl Allison May is calling out James Charles to hold this whole competition thing. And then after that, I'll play the live clip, but then I do want to get into these DMs that somebody exposed out there. And I'm like, I low-key almost feel like maybe this is one of the reasons as to why James Charles didn't pick this girl, because maybe he was like, oh snap, she's problematic and maybe I shouldn't pick her. Anyways, go ahead and check out this TikTok right here.
This is the new metallic paints, period. Soleil will be going in the trash. I just don't understand why you would send me your new collection and get me all hyped and ready. I canceled my plans for today for this live. I told all my supporters that I'll be on here today just for you to not have me on. Okay. Imagine getting selected for a little like giveaway live contest and you send almost $80 in coins to support other creators. People are wondering where I'm at because I told my supporters a week ago that this was going to happen. I was like, guys, get ready. I have something big coming, blah, blah, blah. So then my supporters are saying he blocked me for bringing you up, like saying at Allison. Look at all of my supporters got blocked for telling them to bring me up. Look at all these people who got blocked from James Charles Live because they were telling to bring me up. Blocked me for no reason. And he made me do a look with he made me do a look with this shit, bro. I have literally sold painted palettes all week promoting this live coming up in my TikTok shop, and Painted can even go check. I have sold them. I've told people to go check out their Create paints, the brand, all of that. I've been using the fucking painted sponge, all that shit. I've done everything I was supposed to do, and then day comes, they don't even want to bring me up.
So as y'all can see, she's like low-key really pressed that she didn't get picked for this James Charles challenge or like competition, whatever you want to call it. And I have to say, at first, when I first saw this, I was like, oh, like low-key I would be irritated too, because he accidentally messed up and like said, okay, she won too, but she really didn't, because apparently he could only pick 12 people and then he accidentally picked 13. But then he went out to contact her and sent her a package and all that good stuff to say like, oh, I'm so sorry, I made a mistake. And she was still really pressed about it. And he actually addressed this on his TikTok live. So go ahead and check it out.
So I'm gonna say, we're gonna end the conversation so y'all can stop leaving the comments, okay? When I went through and made the selections for all the artists, I accidentally sent over 13 names to the team, and my 13th one was Allison. I thought her video was really cute, loved her. I sent over her name, and then when the team was going through, we realized that we sent over 13 instead of 12. Legally, when you set rules for a contest, you have to abide by them. So because Miss Allison was the 13th, we sent her an email letting her know that if somebody dropped out, she'd be in, but we had to keep the rules to the 12. We did tell her that. We sent her an email. If she told you guys otherwise, none of my business, not my problem. She was let know, and we told her we were gonna send her a full package just because I felt really bad and I was really grateful for her support, okay? So not saying anything else on that. We're grateful for all of our artists who participated and joined us today. Congratulations once again to Mar for entering. We love her, okay? End of conversation, moving on to some swatches.
Okay, now I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. When I first saw that, I was like, why is he like throwing a little bit of attitude? Like, I feel like he's really getting a little, you know what I mean? Like, CUNTY. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm like, why are you acting like that? This poor girl, and he's acting like irritated about it. Do you know what I mean? And he's like, whatever she's saying, that's on her, has nothing to do with me. I was like, whoa, sir, you're kind of popping off here. But I think that this is the reason why. Apparently, this person, and I don't know who it is, this person is fully anonymous. I just actually saw this on TikTok while I was searching for Allison Mae James Charles, and I saw these DMs right here. And I was like, oh, girl, maybe this is why, okay? So this person had put out these DMs, and this is what it says right here to James Charles. This person wrote this to James Charles. Allison Mae is racist, homophobic, a scammer, and makes fun of domestic abuse. There is so much proof online. Please do not give her this platform. There are so many better people out there. I guess this person right here probably saw that she was like joining his competition and like doing the little challenges and whatnot. And she was like, oh, hell no, let's put a stop to this because this person is a little cray cray. So this is what James had wrote back. OMG, can you please send me a link to look into this? I have to be real with you guys. It's a little hard for me to like read this because it's from TikTok and there's just so many things that are like blocking it, but I'm going to try my best. Absolutely. I can probably find so much information. Honestly, just type her name into TikTok and so much stuff should come up. He says, oh gosh, are you sending this DM because you saw her video and are trying to prevent her from getting selected? Or did she somewhere say that she did get selected? She said right here, or they said right here, she said she got selected today on TikTok Live. I promise I am getting stuff together. She is truly a vile person. I am not one for cancel culture. However, she is dangerous. James responds, no rush, my love. I really appreciate you telling me that, means a lot. And then the person responds, I obviously never expected you to message me back. Haha. So I'm trying to pick through really important things. Gonna start now. And then she sent, or whoever, I don't know why I keep on saying she for some reason in my head. I feel like it's a she. This person had sent 4 attachments of all the different things that this girl has done. And then it says, these are from her Discord this year alone. Now I'm gonna find actual videos of her saying some awful stuff. Be right back. James Charles wrote back, OMFing. She sent like way more things, y'all. Like this person was really going in. I guess there is a lot of stuff about this Allison Mae person. And I do have to say, when I actually typed her name into TikTok, other videos had popped up. And I guess she was like using the F slur literally as recent as this year. You know what I mean? Like calling her baby daddy the F slur on a live. And I'm like, okay, girl, I don't know of anything else, y'all. I didn't like see. I was just kind of like, okay, well, clearly, you know, she's a little out there if I'm keeping it real with you guys. So I really do wonder if this persuaded James Charles' whole situation here, because I really do think, like, don't you think that, say, for example, if he really wanted to pick this girl, he could have just added 13, but then he did say legally you have to stick to the 12. I'm going to keep it real with you guys. I've never done a competition before, and obviously I know with James Charles, he's probably have lawyers on his side, a full team, because obviously they want to make sure they don't get sued. So I'm sure he does have to stick to a set list of rules, but I'm sure he probably could have, you know, change it up a little bit. But then I want to keep it real with you guys. I feel like that makes sense as to why he was like really irritated in his live about everything, because it seems like he was really irritated about it. And this is where I was like, sorry y'all, I literally got interrupted right there. So as I was saying, I was like, you know what, maybe that was the reason why he was like a little like he seemed really agitated in his TikTok live, and he seemed like he was like pressed about it. And I'm wondering if he knew in the back of his head like, maybe I shouldn't pick this girl or have any type of affiliation with her, because if I platform her and then she's known by James Charles Association, then people are going to be like, why would you put this girl up on your platform knowing X, Y, and Z? Do you know what I mean? And maybe he was just covering his bases and kind of like left it at that. Either which way, I have to say, low-key, I think it's crazy that this girl made a big old deal about it, knowing that she has so many skeletons in her closet. Like, y'all, this person went on to Reddit, they went on to Discord, they went on to TikTok, all these different platforms, and she has all of these like cancelable things, let's just say, that she has done. And I'm like, oh, girl. Any which ways, you guys know me. I feel like at the end of the day, I feel like, you know, everyone is, you know, going to make mistakes and learn from them. But I'm like, whoa, I feel like since this is happening like recent, I'm just kind of like, she's a little bit cuckoo in my opinion. But she is only 20 years old from my understanding. So I don't know, y'all. Maybe she's just kind of going through a lot in her head. Also, too, I had saw like a little clip of a live of her and her baby daddy. And I was like, okay, like I'm not trying to be rude, but they really do seem like they are out there. So in my personal opinion, I know that people are like coming at James Charles sideways, but I feel like after learning a bit more about this person, I'm kind of like, okay, like maybe it makes a little bit sense why he didn't pick her. And luckily he didn't pick her, because she doesn't seem like she's like the best person out there in my personal opinion, just from the little bit that I have seen. And honestly, y'all, I only looked on TikTok for like 10 minutes and I already saw whole much stuff about her. And I was like, oh, okay. Anyways, make sure you guys let me know your thoughts and opinions about everything. I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, Girl Scout.